Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Trading Style. And today we're going to talk about daily stock market update and we will figure out, is it still bearish trend? What's going on with the stock market world? Please subscribe for our YouTube channel and click like button to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Let's move to Webull. If you want to learn more about Webull setup, just go to the description. There is the link about Webull setup trainings and other links about all my trainings. Let's start. Let me briefly mention about my setup. I'm using awesome oscillator, moving averages, MACD, RSI indicators. Moving averages, this line shows the value in color, MA white line MA200, purple line MA100, blue line MA50, yellow line MA20, red line MA10, and green line MA5. MACD indicator signal line red, MACD line green, RSI has the same setup, awesome oscillator, red it's a bearish, green it's a bullish. That's all, very simple. And for swing trading, I'm using daily and 4 hours time frame. Let's start it from dollar DXY, US dollar on daily time frame. It's a bullish. And remember, when dollar is bullish, it's a bearish for indexes, right? The last bar touched the MA 100. It can be rejected. We'll see. It has some small bearish divergences, right? Sorry about this mess. On the histogram, it has some bearish divergences. Price action is uptrend from this point. MACD histogram downtrend. Bullish divergences worked very well, right? Like I told you, divergences always worked before. It works now and it will continue to work. It's getting to RSI and getting on the overbought territory. So far, it's still bullish. Let's see if MA 100 will be resistant or it will make a bullish crossover or will go bullish. Let's move to 4 hours. 4 hours, it's a bullish, right? 4 hours bullish. Similar story like I told you on the MACD, you see on 4 hours it has bearish divergences, right? Price action uptrend, MACD downtrend, RSI downtrend, awesome oscillator downtrend. All indicators, they have bearish divergences. Dollar wants to have changed direction to bearish. It means it will be bullish for indexes. We'll see. Let's move to 1 hour. 1 hour, similar story, bullish. On 4 hours, on 1 hour, all indicators is bullish, but on only 1 hour, it's overbought territory, above the 70, right, on RSI. Overbought, no divergences on 1 hour time frame. Let's move to Qs. Qs daily. Let's see Qs daily. Qs daily, bearish trend, no changes. MA5 did bearish crossover over 10 and 20. Last bar touched MA200. We'll see. MA200 can be strong resistant. It can bounce from it because MA200 is very strong resistant. MACD bearish, RSI bearish, awesome oscillator bearish. Bearish average volume. No changes on daily time frame. Still bearish. Let me go back. Still bearish since what? Since February 10. Since February 10, it's still bearish. Bearish trend. Let's move to 4 hours. 4 hours, MACD bearish, RSI, awesome oscillator, all bearish indicators, right? Large volume was today. The last bar below MA20, 10, 5, and 50. MA5 did bearish crossover over 50. It is bearish trend. Bearish trend. Let me go back to daily again. Bearish trend. Yeah, we are kind of far. So far, we're far from this bullish trend line, major trend line. This major trend line started from top of the market. It's so far, like I told you when it was on top over here, I told you when it was 313, I told you it will retest MA 200, and I believe it will retest this trend line also. After that, it can bounce. Even it can bounce from MA 200 because it's a strong resistance, strong support in this case. Okay, 4 hours below major moving averages, it definitely wants to retest MA 100 and 200 bearish trend. Bearish trend on all indicators. Let's move to 1 hour. 1 hour, it was bearish, it's still bearish, it's last bar below all moving averages. It left a lot of gaps, about 1, 2, 3 huge gaps. It left huge gap today, right? Like $4 gap. $4 gaps. It definitely will close this gap because it closed below MA 200. It is bearish. MA 20 did bearish crossover. It is bearish. It is bearish, but the price action is downtrend. Let me show you. Price action is downtrend, right? On the MACD, we have bullish divergences. Let me show you. Uptrend. RSI, same bullish divergences, uptrend. Awesome oscillator, same divergences, uptrend on RSI. On awesome oscillator is the same. Bullish divergences, it wants to have correction, it wants to go bullish on 1 hour time frame only. Let's move to VXN. VXN daily. Volatility index for Qs. Bullish trend, it's a bearish for Qs, right? Let's move to SPY. SPY daily. Today is Friday, it's end of the week. It's a noon time, it's almost 1 hour to close the week. Still active trading. It's not completed yet. Let's see. Red day for the world, around the world. We'll see what will happen with the USA market. It did huge sell-off from futures overnight, huge sell-off overnight. Was negative all day. It was sitting negative all day. And looks like at the end of the day, it wants to have bull run. It wants to have some bullish correction. So far down minus like 0.88, SPY minus 1, Nasdaq minus 1.7. Let's go back to our SPY daily. SPY daily, interesting, right? It did touched last bar. Let me show you. Let me maximize the. Let me minimize it. This green line, it's a major trend line. Green line, major trend line. And the blue line, it's also the resistance line. And we close below this uptrend line. Last bar closed below this trend line. It touched the MA 200 also. It definitely wants to retest the MA. It's possible it can go lower and retest major trend line, and it can bounce from it, or it can bounce from MA 200. It has multiple. It can have multiple scenarios. It can bounce from the MA 200. It can bounce from the major trend line, or it can continue to go because it broke this line already. It can broke this line. If it's going to do bearish crossover over the major trend line, it will be large sell-off. It will be next stop 377, around 370, 370, 380, and after that it can revisit and make a double bottom. It can revisit this, or it can even go lower. You can make it like channel. It can go even lower. Now I don't wanna do that prediction. It's a probability. As of now, it's just probability. Bearish trend daily broke it. Last bar broke the major trend line, and it closed below MA 50. This blue line is MA 50, right? And it touched MA 200. Bearish trend on all indicators. On SPY, 4 hours. 4 hours, similar story. Bearish crossover. It did close below MA 100 yesterday. For several bars, it did touch the MA 100. I was thinking maybe it could bounce from it, but it didn't. It did break the MA 100. It closed below MA 100. Maybe today it will come back above 100. You see this major trend line, it broke the trend line. Maybe it will move up and close above this trend line, and it will come back to the bullish territory. But yeah, so far it's a bearish trend. This major trend line it definitely wants to touch, and the MA 200 also. Bearish trend on 4 hours, no changes. Let's move to 1 hour. 1 hour SPY. 1 hour SPY. It left huge gaps, right? Like few gaps, and it was an oversold territory on RSI. Now it has bullish divergences only on 1 hour time frame. Let me show you. Price action downtrend, right? On MACD, it's uptrend. Same on MACD, histogram, up bullish divergence. Same bullish divergence on RSI. Same bullish divergence on awesome oscillator. Bullish divergences on all indicators. And we know divergences always work. Worked before and it works now. It can change direction. It can move up, close this gap, close this gap. It can go and move up and close all gaps. Even it can touch the MA 200 and be rejected from MA 200 and go lower. On 1 hour time frame, it wants to have bullish correction. Bullish correction. That's what we have. Let's move to weeks. Volatility weeks daily. Bullish trend. It's a kind of hammer, bearish hammer bar. Looks like it wants to go bearish. We'll see. So far, still bullish. Bullish on all indicators. It's a bearish for SPY. It's a bearish for SPY. Actually, weeks has to be after SPY, right? Okay, let's move to Dow Jones. Dow Jones daily. Dow Jones daily. Dow Jones daily. Yeah, minus almost 1%. Last bar closed below MA 100. Bearish trend, bearish sell-off, bearish trend on all indicators on MACD, on RSI, awesome oscillator. Bearish. Yesterday was huge volume. Today it's kind of average. Bearish trend. Let's move to 4 hours. Definitely it wants to retest MA 200 and this major trend line, lower trend line. It was rejected from the upper trend line. Bearish trend. 4 hours. 4 hours, the last bar closed, last two bars closed below MA 200. It's a bearish trend. MA 5 wants to do bearish crossover. Bearish trend, but MA 200 uptrend, still uptrend. That's positive. All moving averages still above MA 200. It is positive. But still bearish trend on all indicators on 4 hours time frame. No divergences. Let's move to 1 hour. 1 hour, bearish trend, last bar below all moving averages, all moving averages now below MA 200. Even 100 did bearish crossover. It is official. Bearish trend fully confirmed with all moving averages and bars below MA 200. It was on oversold territory on RSI, and now it's kind of it bounced from that oversold territory. It did bullish crossover on the MACD, on RSI and awesome oscillator. On 1 hour, it wants to go bullish with bearish divergences, similar like SPY and Qs. Price action is downtrend. MACD bullish divergences. RSI has bullish divergence. RSI has bullish divergence, right? Same on the awesome oscillator, bullish divergence. On 1 hour time frame, Dow wants to go bullish, wants to have correction. I think it wants to go up, it wants to go bullish, close this gap, and touch, retested MA200, and maybe it will be rejected from it and go down, continue to go down. That's the 1 hour time frame scenario. Let's move to VXD, volatility index on daily. It's still bullish on MACD, on RSI, also at the red. It's a bullish about, the last bar still above 20, 10, 50, below 200 and 100, but still bullish. It's a bearish for Dow. Let's move to IWM. IWM daily. Bearish trend. Minus almost 1% down. Bearish trend. Last bar below all moving averages, kind of far from 20. MA20. MACD bearish, RSI awesome oscillator, all indicators bearish. He definitely wants to go lower and test the MA200 and major trend line. So far it's still bearish. 4 hours. And remember, we follow the trend. We don't fight with the trend. Just follow the trend. Market bearish, we have to follow bearish too. It's educational purposes, not financial advice. Bearish trend on 4 hours. Last bar below MA, below all moving averages except 100 and 200. MACD bearish, RSI awesome oscillator, all bearish. 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, different story. MACD bullish, RSI bullish, awesome oscillator bullish. It wants to go bullish. It wants to close this gap. These $2 gaps that left today. And previous gap, it's like around 192, right? It wants, I think it wants to have some bounce, bull run, close these two gaps, and after that it will come back. Or at least it will close this gap, retest MA200, and cancel off. 1 hour time frame, it was oversold, and now it's a bullish. It's a bullish divergences on all indicators, right? Always do the same pattern. Bullish divergences on all indicators. Bullish divergences, right? It wants to go bullish on 1 hour time frame. Price action is downtrend. Bullish divergences on all indicators on 1 hour time frame. Let's move to Apple. Apple daily. Apple daily, bearish crossover, bearish trend, last bar close below MA200. Bearish on MACD, on RSI, and awesome oscillator, no changes. 4 hours. 4 hours, Apple minus 2%, 2.1. Bearish trend, did bearish crossover over 50. Last bar close below MA50. Bearish trend on all indicators. For Apple on 4 hours time frame, no changes. 1 hour time frame, Apple. Bearish. Last bar close below MA200. It is bearish crossover. MA5 did over MA200. Bearish trend. Definitely it left 3 gaps above. Same story. Bullish crossover. Price action is downtrend. Bullish divergences on the MACD, on RSI, on awesome oscillator. All indicators with bullish divergences. RSI was in the oversold territory. Now it bounced. It wants to go bullish and have some correction, close this gap at least, I believe. Let's move to Tesla. Tesla daily time frame. Bearish trend, bearish crossover on MACD, on RSI, yeah, awesome oscillator, yeah, bearish trend on Tesla. It wants to go bearish. 4 hours. 4 hours, same bearish crossover, RSI, MACD, awesome oscillator, all bearish. 1 hour. 1 hour for Tesla. Similar like Apple. Bearish trend. Has some bullish divergences. He's like price action, yeah, but it has some small bullish divergences. Maybe not. No, the price action is no. No, still bearish. Bearish on 1 hour also Tesla. Baba. Alibaba Group. Daily time frame. Still bearish. Last bar it touched MA 100 and closed below MA 100. Last bar closed below all moving averages. Below all moving averages, and remember 95 was one support level, and now it touched the second support level. It's 85. No, it didn't touch yet. It's at the MA 88, right? We are going to have this. Let me show you this. This horizontal trend line should be somewhere here. Okay, this is the next support line. After that it will be 75, and after that it will be around 60, 63. That's what we have on Baba. Baba MA5 ready for bearish crossover over 200. It is bearish. Yeah, it left a lot of gaps, but it looks like it wants to close gaps below. Bearish trend, bearish divergence, bearish trend. It's on our sides in oversold territory. It can stay oversold territory for some time, but it always can bounce from it. Like it can bounce from 100. It didn't bounce from 200. Actually, it was trying. It did touch the MA 200 yesterday, and it bounced from MA 200, connected to MA 5 and 10, and was rejected. Came back below 200. Bearish trend on daily time frame. Let's move to 4 hours. 4 hours, last bar closed below MA 200, below all moving averages, bearish trend. MACD below in the bearish territory, below zero line. RSI in oversold territory. In oversold territory, it wants to have some bounce. We'll see. It can stay a lot of gaps. It left a lot of gaps. Now it's around 200 on 4 hours time frame. It can bounce from it. We'll see. We see the support low, the strong support zone. 1 hour time frame for Baba. Yeah, 1 hour time frame. It's oversold, a lot of gaps. Last bar still below all moving averages. RSI in oversold territory. Some bullish divergences, small bullish divergences on MACD, on RSI, on oscillator. Some bullish divergences. Look at it. This bullish divergences on price action, right? It's a downtrend. Price action is downtrend. What's going on? Price action is downtrend. Same, bullish divergences on the MACD, small, on RSI also. Baba, on 1 hour, it wants to have some correction. For short term, it wants to have some correction. But generally, on all time frames, it is bearish. It is bearish on all time frames. On awesome oscillator, it's kind of flat. That's all. That's all for today. Let me do summary. All indexes. Let's start from spike. All indexes, they kind of in a very critical zone on daily time frame. Like SPY, it broke major trend line. Looks like it wants to move up and close above the trend line. It touched the MA 200. Looks like it bounced from MA 200. It's between the MA 200 and 50. Okay, bearish trend on daily and 4 hours time frame for all indexes. It's only bullish on 1 hour time frame. All even like Baba, not Baba, Apple, they bearish on daily and 4 hours time frame. All securities. Only bullish on 1 hour. On 1 hour, they all have bullish divergences. On the other side, they all in the oversold territory. They want to have bullish run, bullish correction, bounce, some bounce to close this major large gaps. Looks like Monday can be positive bull run on Monday, and we'll have some bullish correction on 1 hour time frame. That's all. Bear trend with some only on 1 hour time frame. It won't some have correction. Thank you so much. Let's move to disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This video for educational informational purposes only. Please review it. Thank you for watching Simple Trading Style. I really appreciate it. And thank you and good luck. Bye now. Please subscribe for YouTube channel and click like button to support the channel. Thanks.